Hello there, welcome back to the Gamers Tavern. Today we got a Lorwyn Eclipsed collector box. It's for the opening, so let's turn around and see what we can get out of this. But before we crack into this bad boy, let's turn around and give Johnny a shout out at the merchant shop. Johnny can help you with any of your retro gaming needs, TCGs, Pokemon, MTG, One Piece, all that good stuff. So give Johnny a holler and he'll give you a hand. Right, so we'll turn around and crack into this and see if we get lucky. So this is the second box of Lorwyn Eclipse on the old collector side we would have opened. This one's actually a personal box, so I'm actually very excited for this. So let's see what happens. All right. Pack one, pick one. Here we go. Oh, maybe it's a little bit of providence, a little bit of an omen to see if we end up getting. All right. So what would be, okay, so we got one of the uncommon showcases in foil. These are actually quite hard to come by in comparison to earlier sets. Okay. And we got our Forest, Harmonized Crescendo, okay, so we've got another one of the elemental incarnations in the commander slot. We have a Doran, Champion of the Path, and a Twilight Diviner in the showcase. Very nice, nice foil. Obviously our art card. All right, pack two. Just going to shuffle through all the common and uncommons unless we get any of the showcase ones. So we have a Forest, Rimfire Talk, Aberrant Return, the Bard Bird. Okay, so we got one of the Evoke Elementals. Very nice. This is the Boros one. Pretty good. I think when you get these ones, you've got to kind of judge what it costs for when you're getting it. So for 2 mana, you can get 2 1/1, you know, green Kithkins, or you can give creatures you control haste and plus 1/1. Or for 6 mana, you basically level the field and get a bit aggro. This card, I think, is quite underappreciated. It's got some good, you know, push to it. And a Hexing Squelcher. Now, would you look at that? Boom. Spot on. Very nice. Oh, and now I'm dropping the Shapeshifter Merfolk token. All right. So that was a pretty good pack. Okay, we got another one of the showcase ones. Eclipsed Kithkin. We have a Mountain. The Command. The Grave Venerations. Sunderflock. Grubbed Command. And a Selfless Safe Right. Okay, so that's a very nice hit in the anime. That is really nice artwork. Wow. Stick that one at the top there. And a Goblin Treefolk token. All right. In a pack 4, what will we get? Spell Snare. I'm going to pull that out. Mostly because I need it for one of the decks. But Spell Snare is always good to have. We have a Plains. Sapling Nursery. I abused this thing so much on pre-release. I opened 2 in my kit and more or less went mono green. and just abused it so much. And I built a deck on Arena with this one, using it as a 4 of, and basically a mono green ramp style deck, and it is very oppressive. Village Pillagers. Selfless Safe Right. So we got another one of those, but obviously that was the anime art. Or Aura Awakener, so another mythic. And a Painter Servant. Wow. Okay. We are definitely pulling in some different variations of what's going on here. Right, so let's just shift everything over a little bit so we can fit this in our piles. Wow. Oh, we got a Worm Merfolk token. Okay, so Painter Servant and Selfless Safe Right are and Hexing Squelch. Like, this is a really good box. Okay. We have a Swamp. And a Bitter Bloom Bearer. Okay. Come on, box. Keep it up. You could be one of the best boxes of this opened. Steam Vents. All right, Shockland count at 1. Ashley and Rekindler. And Flitter Nursons. All right, another nice foil. And a Rhino Warrior Elemental. All right, so we got room to track shocks. There we go. Stick the shocks on the side. I do try to keep the piles as best as I can so people can see the variations of what there is and how it is coming out of packs. Because obviously some people like to see what they can potentially get, how many things are, stuff like that. Wow, that's a really nice piece of artwork. I'm not actually familiar with that card though. Jubilation. Okay. That is artwork by Vincent. Very nice artwork. All right, so we have our Swamp, Ashling Command, Springleaf Parade, Raid Schemes, Champion of the Perfect, and a Champion of the Path. All right, very nice. Is that our first full art foil? That is our first full art foil, if I'm not mistaken. It is indeed, because we've been hitting all the showcase ones. Oh, and we got a Painter Servant in the art card. All right. And an Oko. Okay. For those who don't know, Oko flips. All right, Oko, here we go. The Covenant. Adapt Water Shaper. Temple Garden. Shockland count number 2. And a Dream Harvest. All right, here we go. This box is pretty gas. I'll get the art card out of the way now. There we go. All right, we got our planes. The Daydreamer. Rain Slick Copes. For people who are unsure, who are a little bit newer to Magic, having access to a land in EDH which is fetchable is really, really good. So something along those lines, even if it enters tapped, you know, it's still pretty good. You can cycle it. This is obviously not going to be one of those tier 1 expensive lands, but, you know, for people who are getting into the game, this is a good starting area. Okay, the Fey Ascendant. Bloodline Binding. And a Deceit. Full art foil. Second one of the Elemental Incarnations. Very nice. Alright, 4 packs left to go. But you can see what I was saying earlier in the video, so far the uncommon showcases, we've only got 2 of them. They definitely seem to be harder. Spry and Mighty. Aberrath Countryside. This is a great land. The King Care Century. Another Formidable Speaker. Nice card. Nice card. And a Champion of Clan Chan. For those Kifkin players. And a Goblin Fairy Token. Alright, 3 packs left to go. Like, we got the very best special guest you can get so far, so I've got to say that's pretty good. Alright, Twilight Travelers, that's a 3rd one. I said in the other box I got 3 as well. So yeah. I wonder if it's just 3 a box with these. Oh, 4. He says it and gets tripped over. 5. Okay, that is the very first time I've seen that on any of the videos or openings, to get 5 of the common or uncommon in the foils. That's really weird. All right, Temple Garden, Shockland number 3, Massive Mysteria, Champion of the Shoal, the Crown, and Tristan's Command. An Elf Plant Token. 2 packs left to go. A bit light on the old Shocklands compared to other boxes and other products that's been opened, but I can't complain in with what we've opened. Not at all. Evolving Wilds, legend as always. Oh, I'm glad I got that. That is a very good card, the Kindred Elf. And most of the Kindred cards are really good, but I find the Elf one particularly good. I'll stick that up there with a Spell Snare for later. And this for your elemental triggers, just multiples of that, is just disgusting. Brilliant. Champion of the Shoal. And I said about the Jubilation, and there it is. I had not seen this one. It's the only one of the incarnations I had not opened. And got the art card, now got this card. So very nice. Love the artwork. We got the Command. Got the Reunion. And we got a Meek Attack. Okay. Get them toes. Kithkin Treasure. Alright, last pack magic. We have an island. The Bird Bard. Sons and Virtue. Once again, this is another one of the good ones. Can be fetched as well. So, budget players, there we go. Brigdy. Oh, sorry, Brigid. And a Blood Crypt. In the full art foil on the flip for the last pack. Wow. And an elemental token. There we go. Alright, so let's have a recap, good people. We got 4 Sharks, we got Steam Vents, Temple Garden, another Temple Garden, and the full art foil Blood Crypt on the flip. Very nice. We have a Painter Servant. We have the Selfless Safe Right. We got 2 of the Incarnations, 1 foil, 1 non-foil, Boros and Demir. And out of the notables, we got Meek Attack, the Command, Flittering, the Diviner, and a Hexing Squelcher. So all in all, I think this box came out pretty good. For the non-foils, we got a couple of the mythics coming through. Aurora Awakener, the Reunion, not bad. So if you like content like this, give us a like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Help this little channel get there. But until next time, thanks for tuning in. See ya.